will be taking the class today. So even Mataji has come to Nagpur, and Mataji has around 3 or 4 classes today scheduled. So she has requested me to take the class. So we are
Yes,
going to
Prabhu.
Mataji. So we'll be singing some bhajans today. Especially there's a couple of bhajans, especially like aimed towards Ekadashi. So I will send the lyrics on the group. I'll send the links on the group. I'm requesting all the devotees to just read the shlokas. There are 29 shlokas for this bhajan. There are 29 verses in this bhajan. Just a minute, Mataji. Yeah, I have sent it on all the three groups.
तुमने
IDC.
श्री हरि वासरे प्रभु वाला.
Yes, yes, Mataji. It is Sri Hari.
Wow, so nice. Yes, yes, yes.
So there are 29 shlokas and we have got 3 days. So the Ekadashi is coming up in 3 days. The biggest Ekadashi, one of the biggest Ekadashi, one of the most important Ekadashis of the entire year. It is also known as Mokshada Ekadashi. We celebrate Gita Jayanti, and it is one of the most auspicious days, especially in Sri Vaishnava Parampara. Moksada Ekadashi is considered as one of the primary days where where all the devotees, they chant very well. They visit Sri Rangam temple. There is a Mokshada Dwar. There is a gate through which the entry takes place on that particular day, and there is a crowd of at least a lakh of people, especially this entire month. This entire month, as we have got Kartik, we have got Chaturmas, we have got Kartik. Similarly, along with Kartik and along with Chaturmas, the Margashish month, Margai Masam, it is very very auspicious in Sri Vaishnava Parampara. And even we see this in our parampara that we have got the advent of Bhagavad Gita, we have got Mokshada Ekadashi. So it is one of the most important days. And since we have the opportunity to have 3 days of doing kirtan, we can do kirtan and we can sing that bhajan. So I request all of you, all dear devotees, to just please check the group. I have shared that bhajan on the group, and we'll try to sing first 10 verses today, the next 10 verses tomorrow, and the last 9 or 10 verses on the day of Ekadashi. So we'll be singing the verses and we'll be also reading the meanings along with that. And we can also discuss some places where we find similar meanings in other bhajans. I would request all devotees to also find out various other bhajans where we can see the correlation between the meanings and the verses. So let's start. Let's try to sing. It is written by Vrindavan Das Thakur, and this describes what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did and what his associates did on the day of Ekadashi. So let's start. Shri Hari Vasare Hari Kirtana Vidhana Shri Hari Vasare Hari कीर्तना विधान नृत्य आरंभीला प्रभु जगतेर प्राण नृत्य आरंभीला प्रभु जगतेर प्राण पुण्यवंत श्रीवासांग ने शुभारंभ पुण्यवंत श्रीवासांग ने शुभारंभ उठिल कीर्तन ध्वनि गोपाल गोविंद उठिल कीर्तन ध्वनि गोपाल गोविंद मृदंग मंदिरा बाजे शंख करताल मृदंग मंदिरा बाजे शंख करताल संकीर्तन संगे सब हैल मिशाल संकीर्तन संगे सब हैल मिसाल ब्रह्मांड भेदील ध्वनी पुरिया आकाश ब्रह्मांड भेदीला ध्वनी पुरी आकाश चौदिकेर अमंगला जाय सब नाश चौदिकेर अमंगला जाय सब नाश. So let's try to discuss the meanings of the first four verses. So the first verse, Shri Hari Vasare Hari Kirtana Vidhana. So the first word, Shri Hari Vasare. So we also know that the one more name of Ekadashi is Hari Vasare. So Vasare means day. So as per Sanskrit, Vasare means day. So there are 2 days in a month dedicated for Hari. So it is Ekadashi. So Shri Hari Vasare Hari Kirtana Vidhana. Just a minute. Yeah. So on the day of Ekadashi, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the life and soul of all the beings, he decreed that everyone should gather for Kirtan. So he said that there has to be a Vidhan, there has to be a constitution. So we say Vidhan Sabha and all those things. So there has to be a constitution, there has to be a law that all devotees have to assemble on the day of Hari Vasare. And what has to be done? We have to do Hari Kirtan. And saying that, he didn't just only say that. So he started dancing. So Nritya Arambhila Prabhu Jagatera Prana. So he is the Pranadhan of the entire Jagata. So that Prabhu, who is the life and soul of all the entire world, he, after saying this, he not only just said it, he showed it practically by performing his Leela, where he started dancing. So Nritya Arambhila Prabhu Jagatera Prana. So upon hearing, so when he said this thing to his associates and onto us as well, what happens when we start doing kirtan? It is said over here that by listening to the kirtan and by listening to the names of Radha and Govind being sung and being chanted, Mahaprabhu starts dancing. So hearing his own name, he started dancing. So the next verse is Punyavanta Shrivasa Angane Shubharamba. So when we try to sing this, according to the meter, this has to be sung like Punyavanta Shrivasanga Ne Shubharamba. Because there is one syllable which is missing. So that missing syllabus has to be accommodated by just trying to stretch that entire tune. Punyavanta Shrivasanga Ne Shubharambha. So as we know, as we have been reading in Chaitanya Bhagavat and also in Chaitanya Chaitamrit, that all of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's divine pastimes, most of them have occurred in Srivasangan. So whenever we go to Mayapur, whenever we visit the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we make a point that we go and we also visit Srivasangan. So it is said that Srivas Pandit, he is so fortunate that in his Angan, in his divine courtyard, Lord started dancing. And along with dancing, he also started singing. So Uthila Kirtana Dhwani Gopala Govinda. So he started dancing and he started loudly chanting Gopala Govinda, Gopala Govinda. So when he was singing and when he was melodiously singing and very beautifully dancing, uh, he was accompanied by Mridanga Mandira Baje Shankha Karatala. So Manjira, and Shankha and Kartal, all of these started were being played. Sankirtana Sange Sabo Haila Mishala. So, along with the beautiful singing of Mahaprabhu and his associates, all of these instruments were also put into the same Sankirtan. So, by this, we learn. We have to learn this, that uh, even Prabhupada has said this in his lectures, that every devotee should know how to play the basic beats of mridanga, basic beats of kartala, the fast beat and the slow beat. So we have to train ourselves so that we can also, whenever we get a chance, whenever we get the opportunity. This has been told to me by even Kamalachan Prabhu, that whenever you get opportunity, try to learn something about mridanga or harmonium or something which can accommodate or which can assist you in bhajan. So the classical instruments are always there. You have got mridanga, you have got tabla, you have got harmonium. Nowadays we are seeing that the modern age equipments are also being uh, taken into this kirtan, and they sound so wonderfully. So if you hear the sankirtan or the bhajans sung by Swarup Damodar Das Prabhu, in most of his bhajans, he is accompanied by either a saxophone or a guitar or a violin or a flute. So by seeing all of these things, but just when we listen to those bhajans so melodiously sung by such beautiful singers and being accompanied by such beautiful instruments, it feels so, like, we feel so wholesome. So even in this what do you say, the verse, it is written that all instruments have to be played. So as grahastha devotees, we might be having our parents staying with us, we might be having kids. So some of us have multiple kids. So we can train all our kids to start learning some of the other instruments, so that whenever we have Mangal Arti or Bhoga Arti or Sandhya Arti, we can ask them to sing and play along with that. Also, this has been told to me by Mataji and by many other teachers, that when we try to sing melodiously and when we try to sing according to the proper meter and proper rhythm, automatically the brain is tuned to accommodate maths. So whenever we see, I have been interacting with so many students in my profession. So most of them, they try to run away from maths. I don't know why. uh, when I discuss this with other students, those who like maths, the basic understanding is that maths is universe, universe is maths, because the only language that the universe understands is mathematics. So even music is mathematics, and mathematics is music. So it is like vice versa. So those who are good in music, they're automatically good in mathematics. Because what is mathematics? What is music? Music is progression. You have got arithmetic progression, you have got geometric progression. So all these progressions we learn in mathematics itself. So we have to cultivate, especially as devotees, especially as the soldiers of Prabhupada's army, we have to cultivate the practice of singing every day, no matter how good or bad we sing. At least sing to ourselves, sing in front of our lords, and let the Lord, ask the Lord, if we all know कि भाई हमारे में क्या कमी है. So we know that this tune, this pitch, this rhythm we cannot catch. So just try to practice in front of Lord, and Lord will give the power to perfect it. So Mridanga Mandira Baje Shankha Karatala Sankirtana Sange Sabe Haila Misala. So the fourth verse. Brahmande Bhedila Dhvani Puriya Akasha Chaudi Kera Amangala Sarva Jaya Nasha. So as many devotees started singing, so by loud sankirtan and by loud dancing, like rhythmic dancing, loud sankirtan, what happened, that entire vibration, it started crossing over and filled the entire brahmanda. And so brahmanda bhedila dhvani puriya akasha, and it reached where, so by rupturing the brahmanda, where it reached shweta dvipa, puriya akasha, Chaudi Kera Amangala Sarvajayanasha. So as the Sankirtan reached the entire globe, it filled the entire globe. What happened? All the Amangal, it automatically vanished. And this is especially very, very, very poignant when we see the current situation. So many devotees, like yesterday also, Narayani Mataji had taken a very wonderful class in ISKCON Nagpur. And among in this current day and age, the current times, there's a general consensus amongst all devotees, no matter be it from ISKCON or be it from Gaudiya Math or be it from any other sampradaya, why it is happening, what is happening to the devotees and to the Sanatani people in Bangladesh, and how can it be stopped. So there are so many. So when I and Mataji discuss, I told her that there are so many other options as well. There's a diplomatic option, there is a legal option, there is a military option also available, but nothing of that. No, none of these options will solve the misery. So it's not going to put that balm over the pain that the devotees are being faced are facing. So the only what to say, the only remedy for the entire problem is what we can do. So we cannot fight in wars. As ourselves, we cannot fight in wars. Neither some of us might be in government services, having that responsibility where they can having that what do you say, the right where they can do something about this situation. But most of us are in private jobs, most of us are uh, not even like loosely connected to Bangladesh. So what we can do? So here it is written in this shloka. We can read this, that Chaudi Kera Amangala Sarva Jaya Nasha. That Lord's name, the Sankirtan, the entire Sankirtan movement has got so much power that it automatically removes all the Amangala. So there was a very beautiful, recollect a very beautiful lecture given by Srila Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. So Srila Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj was once invited in Spain. So he was traveling around Europe. Most of for those who don't know Gaur Govind Maharaj, he's one of the most senior devotees, and he's one of the devotees who has attained bhava. So Gaur Govind, there is a very beautiful lecture series. There's a four lecture series about Gaur Govind Maharaj on YouTube, given by Adi Gadadhar Prabhu. So I would recommend all of you, whenever you find time, please don't do anything else, just sit for 1 hour and just listen to that lecture. There are four parts of that lecture, and it's a wonderful lecture. You learn the entire most of the pastimes of Gaur Govind Maharaj. So Gaur Govind Maharaj he was interested Europe and Australia to cultivate. So he used to generally visit England, Spain, France, Germany, and he used to go to Australia as well. So once it so happened that he was visiting Spain, and so we are discussing Amangala. So he was visiting Spain, and one town of Spain, maybe I don't know, I don't recollect the name. Some region of Spain did not receive rain for the past 4 years. So for 4 years there was no rain entirety of that region, and that region is prominent for cultivating tomatoes, chilies, and you have got other kinds of vegetables which are being cultivated in that region, and it's a major exporter of those vegetables. So Maharaj came, and they were discussing, and so many devotees from that region, they started expressing themselves to Maharaj, saying that Maharaj, everything is okay, but there is no rain, we are facing so much problem, there is no drinking water, we cannot do seva. They're not asking for themselves, they're saying that we cannot do seva, the vegetables are so costly, we cannot feed the Lord. What could be done? So Maharaj said the only way out is kirtan. we, you are not we are we, You and I are not Indra, we cannot do anything about it. So we can only pray. We can only pray to the person who is sitting above Indra. So that night, from 5 to around 11, 6 hours, Maharaj and other devotees, they started doing such wonderful kirtan. This is written in his memoirs as well. So such wonderful kirtan that the next day rain came, and so much rain that there was ample of water, and devotees being devotees, and we learn this. So we should learn this from Maharaj's life, like his activities and his pastimes, that the moment rain came, he said to his assistant, we have to get out of here, or else they will start praising me that, ha ha Maharaj, you have done, it is not me, it is a sankirtan. So even in this shloka we read that Chaudi Kera Amangala, all kinds of Amangala, not only in our material world, but in all 14 material worlds. So starting from the Brahma Loka right up to Patal Loka, Rasatala, till all 14 worlds, all kinds of Amangal will automatically go. Okay. So next five verses we'll sing. Ushakala Haite Nritya Kare Vishwambhara उषकाल हैते नृत्य करे विश्वंभरा युथ युथ हैल जता गायन सुंदर युथ युथ हैल जत गायन सुंदर श्रीवास पंडितालया एक संप्रदाय श्रीवास पंडितालया एक संप्रदाय मुकुंदलैयार जनकत गाय मुकुंदलैयार जनकत गाय लैया गोविंद घोष আর কত জানা লইয়া গোবিন্দ ঘোষ আর কত জানা গৌরচন্দ্র নৃত্যে সবে করে না কীর্তনা गौरचंद्रे नृत्ये सबे करे न कीर्तना धरिया बुले न नित्या नंद महाबली धरिया बुले न नित्या नंद महाबली अलखिते अद्वैत लयन पद धूली अलखिते अद्वैत लयन पद धूली गदाधर आदि जत सजल नयने गदाधर आदि जत सजल नयने आनंदे विबल हैल प्रभुर कीर्तने आनंदे विबल हैल प्रभुर कीर्तने जखन उदंड नाचे प्रभु विश्वंभर जखन उदंड नाचे प्रभु विश्वंभर पृथ्वी कंपित होया सबे पाय डर पृथ्वी कंपित होया सबे पाय डर श्री हरि वास रे हरि कीर्तन विधान नृत्य आरंभिला प्रभु जगतेर प्राण नृत्य आरंभिला प्रभु जगतेर प्राण जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय. And meaning of the next 5-6 verses. So in the last verse, we saw that by singing, all the amangal of the entire universe was completely removed on of all universes. So Usha Kala Haite Nritya Kare Vishwambhara. So Vishwambhara started doing the Sankirtan from morning, Usha Kala. Usha Kala Haite Nritya Kare. So he started dancing and doing Kirtan as well. Yutha Yutha Haila Jata Gayana Sundara. So Vishwambara. So his name is very uh, when acharyas write the names, when so Lord has so many names. So every day we hear the 108 names of Lord of Narsimha even on Saturdays. So there is a meaning. The meaning of the name has like in the verse, depending on the context, a separate meaning is used. So here, very beautifully, Vrindavan Das Thakur is using the word Vishwambhara. So in the previous verse, we saw that Lord is, because of Lord Sankirtan and his devotees Sankirtan, all kinds of amangala was removed. So even in our houses, we see that whenever child has got a problem, who comes and helps? Mothers and fathers. So the parents are coming and helping. So in this case, for the universe, for this universe, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is acting as the divine parent, as a supreme father, because his name is Vishwambhara, the one who nourishes and maintains the entire universe. So from morning itself, Vrindavan Das Thakur could have written even Chaitanya, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Kore Nritya, but specifically wrote here Vishwambhara. So we have to take shelter of Vishwambhara in these circumstances. Whenever in our lives, when we have got reversals, upheavals, in such conditions, we have to remember Lord's Rupa as Vishwambhara, and his that form where he starts dancing and singing and doing sankirtan. So Ishakala Haite Nritya Kare Vishwambhara Yutha Yutha Haila Jata Gayana Sundara. So by seeing Lord's dancing and by hearing to Lord singing, Yutha Yutha. Yutha means group. So several groups of people, they started coming and joining that Sankirtan movement. And they sang very charmingly. And the entire Sankirtan became a very big group of devotees singing and dancing. So, from where did these people came? So, the sixth and seventh verse, we are reading that. Srivasa Pandita Laya Eka Sampradaya. So, one sampradaya, one group of kirtaniyas was brought by Srivas Pandit. So, here we see that all of these associates of Lord, they had also got their own congregation. So they were developing their own congregation, and whenever Lord visited, they brought their congregation and they attached them to the Lord. So there are so many people in ISKCON, and many people come, many people leave, many people they stay. But nowadays, just in the recent news, we are seeing that there are some very high class devotees, Prabhupada initiated devotees, who are trying to leave ISKCON and create something new. So they are propagating some news. They are propagating something. As very Kanishta devotees, it is not our sthana or our prerogative to speak about that. But we should understand by reading these verses that in this verse, Srivas Pandit got his own congregation and connected them to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was singing and dancing, and he wanted his congregation. He wanted to develop his congregation so that they come, they participate, they get the benefit of Lord's association, and this should be our mood. So in all devotees life, there will be a chance, there will be a time when Lord will give that much power, that much amount of responsibility, that devotees can take classes, can take classes and regular classes and develop other devotees, other human beings, so that every one of us can go back home, back to God. So in that duration, in at that circumstance, we should never forget that we have to join, every one of us, every one of the people who are joined with us, to the sampradaya. Without sampradaya, there is no development, there is no progress. So Srivas Pandita Laya Eka Sampradaya, Mukunda Laya Ara Jana Katagaya. So Srivas Pandit was the guru of one group of Kirtaniyas, and Mukunda Datta was the lead singer of another group. So Srivas Pandit also performed his pastimes along with his group, and Mukunda Datta also performed his pastimes. Seventh verse, Laya Govinda Ghosha Ara Kota Jana. So Govinda Ghosha was the head of one more group. So one more sampradaya came, one more congregation came, headed by Govinda Ghosha. Gaurachandra Nritye Sabe Karena Kirtana. So these groups were surrounding Gaurachandra, and Gaurachandra in the middle, like the lotus flower of the entire group, was standing in the middle and singing and dancing and jumping up and down, singing Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala. And by seeing him, the entire Kirtan group started singing as well. The eighth verse. Dhariya Bulena Nityananda Mahabali. So we next the second line is Alakshite Advaita Layena Pada Dhuli. So when we have seen this in Chaitanya Chaitamrit and Chaitanya Bhagavat, and by hearing many senior devotees speak, that whenever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was had to dance and had to sing, he used to forget that where he is, how he is, when he is, and what he is doing. Where is he dancing, when is he dancing, for what it is he's dancing, he is to forget everything. So by reading those things and by listening those past times, we have to understand that we have to engross ourselves. So Lord is teaching us. He came as devotee because he wanted to show how a devotee should be. So even for us, we have to be in that mood that whenever we are participating in kirtan, if we are participating in kirtan, we have to forget each and everything कि घर में क्या हो रहा है, ऑफिस में क्या हो रहा है, लाइफ में क्या हो रहा है, बाहर क्या हो रहा है, जो हो रहा है. We all of us have got a circle of influence. So when students come to me and they ask, sir, not able to concentrate in research, not able to concentrate in this, in the studies, not able to get marks. So we have got a circle of influence. All of us have got circle of influence. We can influence the outcomes to a certain extent, to for those things which are under our circle of influence. Beyond that, whatever we do, it is not going to change anything. So, uh, whenever we are participating in kirtan, whenever we are participating in sankirtan movement, whenever we are coming to the temple as well, sankirtan only doesn't only mean bhajan. If we are coming out of home or listening to a class or going to the temple, we have to forget each and everything. If that thing that we are not able to forget is so important, better is not to go to the temple. Better is not to be half like put one foot over there, one foot over there. So in this, Mahaprabhu is saying, we are seeing that Mahaprabhu was so engrossed in Sankirtan that he forgot that in what condition he is, where is he going, in which direction is he falling, in which direction is the entire group going. So that task was given to Nityanand Prabhu. Nityanand Prabhu, he is referred to here as Mahabali. So Nityanand Prabhu is none other than Balram, Sankarshana, and he is the he carries Lord on his back. The as Sankarshana, as Sheshanaga, he carries Lord on his back. So here Nityanand Prabhu as Mahabali, his task was to protect Mahaprabhu. Whenever he danced, whenever he swooned from one side to the other, his only task was to save him. And Alakhite Advaita Layena Pada Dhuli. So what was Advaita Acharya doing? Advaita Acharya was very smart in this sense. So Advaita Acharya secretly, very secretly, like a cunning fox. He secretly took away all that padadhuli. So whenever Lord was dancing up, as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lifted his feet and went up in the air, the place where he was standing, Advaita Acharya removed some dust and spread it across all devotees. So we see this, even our Guru Maharaj, all the senior sannyasis, all our Shiksha Guru, what are they doing? So whenever Guru Maharaj comes and visits to some temple, the the senior most devotees, what they do is they will feed Maharaj so much. They will try to put everything on his plate. They are very well aware that Maharaj, some Maharajas are so old, are having some medical ailments in their material body, so they won't be able to eat that much. So no Maharaj will complete the entire plate. But Maharaj also knows that the plate will be coming full. They will be having two or three morsels just to honor the prasad. And what happens? Immediately, the senior devotees, they take away that plate and distribute amongst all the other devotees, all the junior devotees. So we used to, as when we were in when I and my others like friends, when we used to visit Mira Road Temple. So in 10th standard and 12th standard, I remember this, that before going to JE, I used to stay in summer vacation in Mira Road Temple in the Brahmachari ashram. And at that point of time, the temple was very small. As we are seeing it as of now, the big temple, which was not there. It was on a small shed, and there was one Brahmachari ashram, and there was a big ground, huge ground, and in one corner there was temple. So that instance, we saw that when they were Kamalachan Prabhu and Valmai Prabhu. Currently, he is Valmai Maharaj. So they were the senior most devotees in that temple as brahmacharis, and there were very other senior grahastha devotees as well. And many Maharaj used to come. Like Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj used to come. Gaur Govind Maharaj used to come. So whenever they used to come, there were these boys, our boys group. We used to just keep on being around Kamalachan Prabhu or Manmai Prabhu, whoever is involved in service of Maharaj, so that whenever Maharaj eats something, we get the remnants. So here we see Advaita Acharya is doing the same duty as what Kamalachan Prabhu had done, all the senior devotees had done. That he quickly secretly took the food dust and gave it to the other devotees. The ninth verse. Gadadhara Adi Jata Sajala Nayane Ananda Vivala Hoila Prabhura Kirtane. So, by listening to Mahaprabhu's very melodious kirtan, what happened? Many people got tears in their eyes. So tears came in the eyes of Gadadhar Pandit and Adi Jata, so other devotees. So here in the translation, Vrindavan Das Thakur is writing which devotees? So Mukunda Datta, Sridhar Pandit, and other, upon hearing Mahaprabhu's kirtan, they started crying. And Ananda Vivala Haila Prabhura Kirtana. And along with crying, they also started showing the Ashta Satvika Bhavas. So all the Ashta Satvika Bhavas, like the hair standing on their end, body trembling, sweating, fainting, and being unconscious, or just behaving like a madman. So all these Ashta Satvika Bhavas, they started appearing in many of the devotees' bodies. The last verse for today. जखन उद्दंड नाचे प्रभु विश्वंभर पृथ्वी कंपित हया सबे पाया डर. So again, the name Vishwambhara is used. So here, the word Vishwambhara is used in a, like, when we read this, we see the context. So Jakhana Uddandha Nache. Jakhana basically means in Bengali when. So the moment Vishwambhara started dancing, Uddanda Nache. So like a big rod, like a huge long rod, he started jumping up and down, up and down. What happened? Prithvi Kampita Haya Sabe Paya Dara. So the Prithvi, the Dharani Mata, it started trembling. The earth started trembling. And by seeing the earth trembling, Sabe Paya Dara. Now we might think that why is this kept over here? Why is this line? How is this important in this context? So Vishwambhara here, we have to understand that Vishwambhara is none other than Sri Krishna. And Sri Krishna has taken so many beautiful avatars. One of them avatar is Varahadev. So as Varahadev, he was involved in recovering Dharani Mata, Earth, from the clutches of Hiranyaksha. And Bhudevi is considered to be the consort of Varahaswami, is considered to be the consort of Narayana, and the consort of Krishna. So when Lord started dancing up and down, Earth also, Bhumata also had to participate. So she participated. Now whenever Bhumata participates, so when we dance, we shake our bodies. So even Earth started shaking the body. Now, if Earth is shaking the body, the people on the Earth, they feel like it's an earthquake. It's basically Earth dancing. So the moment Lord started dancing, when the husband, when Sri Narayana is dancing, Lakshmi Mata, Bhu Mata, all the concerts of Narayana, all the concerts of Krishna, they also started dancing with him. But for the humans who are standing in that on that Bhu on the Bhu sthal, they felt that it is kampita, it is shaking, it's trembling, and they felt dara, sabya paya dara. So here Dara and Vishwambhara. Navandas Thakur is such a beautiful poet that he is writing, he has rhymed Vishwambhara to Dara. Why? Because although people, the devotees are feeling a little bit afraid, they know within their hearts that Vishwambara is none other than Varaha Swami. So if Varaha Swami can protect devotees and demigods from demons like Hiranyaksha, as Narsimha, he can protect us from demons like Hiranyakashipu. So he can certainly protect us from all the demons that reside within us and the demons that reside outside us. So Hare Krishna. So these 10 verses we have sung today. Tomorrow we'll sing the next 10 verses from 11 to 20. And on the day of Mokshada Ekadashi, we will sing the last 9 verses. And if time permits, we'll sing the entire 29 verses in one go. So I request all devotees to not miss the classes. Mataji has instructed that everyone should be present in the morning classes. And I got this opportunity today thanks to Sugandhi Mataji. So I would request all of you to kindly bless me, kindly to bless Nayana Manjari, so that we can perfect our devotion, we can perfect our sadhana, and to kindly forgive me if I have spoken something which is out of the sampradaya. So Hare Krishna. If there are any questions,
Thank you, Prabhuji, for so wonderful explanation. Thank you so much. Then pranam.
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
thank you, Prabhuji. Recording part for Prabhuji, please, please.
माताजी रिकॉर्डिंग अच्छा याचा रिकॉर्डिंग का
हाँ क्लास खूप खूप
नहीं
खूप सुंदर
प्रभुजी, वो आपने बोला था ना गौर महाराज जी का।
YouTube
हाँ
में
गौर गोविंद
दिखा है
महाराज है ना।
हाँ
तो
वो
हाँ
तो
माताजी
YouTube में
गौर गोविंद महाराज आप यूट्यूब में सर्च मार सकते हैं गौर गोविंद महाराज आदि गदाधर दास।
ओके
तो
हाँ
ओके।
तो लीला ऑफ गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज, गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज के एक पर्सनल असिस्टेंट थे। अभी देखिए मैं उनका नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है, एक मिनट बस जरा जरा होल्ड कीजिए, मैं उनका नाम सर्च मारता हूँ। इट स्टार्ट्स विद एल। गौर गोविंद स्वामी लीला। तो गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज के लेक्चर्स तो है ही, उनके खुद के लेक्चर्स हैं। उनके ऊपर उनके उनके लाइफ के ऊपर जो लेक्चर दिया है वो आ,
आदि गदाधर प्रभु।
आदि गदाधर प्रभु ने दिया है, वो लेक्चर तो है ही। बट हाँ, लगुड़ी दास उनके जो पर्सनल असिस्टेंट थे गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज के, उनका नाम था लगुड़ी दास। तो आप उनका लेक्चर भी सुनिए। Laghudidas was the personal assistant of गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज। और जिस जिस टाइम पे महाराज वो भाव दिखाए, जब वो ऑटोमेटिकली ही एंटर्ड द पास्ट टाइम in his physical body, he was unconscious, so material body was unconscious, the material body was not behaving properly, but in that mind, from his consciousness had entered bhava। एंड उसमें क्या हुआ कि बहुत सारे लोग आए थे मिलने के लिए महाराज को, चेक करने के लिए डॉक्टर्स आए चेक करने के लिए क्या हुआ, बिकॉज अचानक से हो गया। एक दिन शाम को कीर्तन कर रहे हैं और शाम को ही फेंट हो गए। तो वो पास टाइम, फेंटिंग का पास टाइम दिखाया था, लेकिन वो एक्चुअली क्या था कि महाराज चले गए थे भाव में। और बस एक दिन के लिए नहीं, कम से कम ये 2-3 महीने तक ये हुआ। और जब ध्यान आता था, तो ध्यान आने के बाद हिज बॉडी वॉज ओनली लाइक मूविंग, हिज माइंड वॉज कम्प्लीटली, हिज कॉन्शियसनेस वॉज कम्प्लीटली इन भाव। तो लगोड़ी दास लगोड़ी प्रभु, ही वॉज हिज व्हाट डू से असिस्टेंट, पर्सनल असिस्टेंट। तो फॉर हिम इट बिकेम अ वेरी बिग चैलेंज टू कंट्रोल, बिकॉज द बॉडी डिडंट नो कहाँ जाना है। उनको लगता था कि जो विंडो है, विंडो ही डोर है, तो डोर डोर समझ के विंडो से वो जंप करने वाले थे। एंड दिस ऑल हैपेंड इन मायापुर, इन गदा भवन। तो अगली बार जब हम मायापुर जाएंगे, तो हम लोग वो जहाँ पर महाराज रुके थे, वो रूम में भी जाके देखेंगे, वहां पर जाके दर्शन लेना जरूरी है। जो जहाँ पर ऐसे वरिष्ठ संत रहते हैं, वहां पर जाके हम जो जाकर वहां पर दंडवत मार के माथा टेक कर उनसे हमें प्रे करना है कि हमें भी थोड़ा सा वो रस जो जो हम पचा नहीं पा रहे हैं, वो रस थोड़ा हमको आस्वादन दें। तो आप जरा ये सुनिए लगोड़ी प्रभु का और आदि दादर प्रभु का, आप बहुत एंजॉय करेंगे, आपको बहुत सारी सीख मिलेंगे इसमें। और मेरा यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप लोग ये क्लास ये नेक्स्ट 2 दिन भी आए और हम ये पूरा का पूरा भजन जो है हम वो कीर्तन करेंगे। हरे कृष्णा।
श्योर प्रभूजी, थँक यू सो
फिर
मच.
फिर पुन्हा 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 ऐकण्यासाठी आजचं रेकॉर्डिंग पाठवा प्रभूजी. मला खूपच आवडलं खूप.
थैंक यू माता जी। हरे कृष्णा माता जी। माता जी, आई थिंक पीपल आर, आई थिंक व्हाट डू से, गौतम प्रभु इज रिकॉर्डिंग।
ओके ओके गौतम प्रभू. ओके ओके
इट इज लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग ऑल्सो. माता जी, आप यूट्यूब पे सर्च करेंगे हमारा क्लास का तो मिल जाएगा आपको.
ओके ओके ओके.
माता जी, झुमूर इज राइटिंग दैट द बुक्स नेम इज मथुरा टू वृंदावन बाय गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराज। तो
हम्म.
कमेंट्स में लिखा
ओके
है
ओके.
झुमूर झुमूर ने कि जो बुक
हाँ
है
प्रभुजी, देखा मैंने.
नाम है मथुरा टू वृंदावन।
ठीक है प्रभु जी,
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण।
कृष्ण, बहुत अच्छा क्लास लिया प्रभु
और
जी।
मेरा यही
धन्यवाद।
रिक्वेस्ट है आप सबसे कि आप सब लोग नागपुर आए और हमारे घर में आपका पैर रख के हमारे घर को पावन किया जाए। तो आप लोग जल्दी प्लान बनाइए माता जी के साथ, अगली यात्रा में आप लोग नागपुर आइए। यहाँ से हम लोग जो रुक्मिणी माता का जो जो स्थल है
हाँ.
कौंडन्यपुर, यहाँ पर भीष्म
ओके
का राजा का ये था किंगडम था, वहां जाकर आएंगे।
ओके 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 प्रभूजी. शुअर.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण.